Welcome you. I welcome you to the Gyan Jyoti online classes. Myself Anil Kumar Fine, and yesterday, students, we have done the two chapters, the first and second chapters of history. Students, the question and answers we are already started, and now we'll go to the section civics. Okay, students, and the first chapter is diversity. Students, we have already completed the chapter diversity, and I have told you that the meaning of diversity is differences. What kind of differences, students? It may be differences among them, like in cases like their gender, their caste, their creed, their religion, their source of income, their standard of living, their wardrobe, costumes, what they eat, how they eat, and their traditions, customs. If that differences are seen in a place, in a country, in a very diversified country like India, then that phenomenon is known as diversity. Okay, students. So after this, we have known that how many types of diversities we can see in our country, and what type of diversities. As you know, India is a very big country, having thousands of types of people living there. Different type of languages are being spoken. So their culture depends on what they do, and they differ from place to place. Okay, students. So let us come to the exercise section. Students, the first exercise, that is A. Answer the following questions briefly. Okay, students, what is the first question here? What do you understand by the term diversity? Likewise, I have told you, let us see, I have written on the board. Diversity means differences. Among people, diversity can be related to different race, culture, religion, gender. Region means the places they belong to, age, ethnicity, health, values, etc. etc. Some people are old, others are young, some are disabled, some have children, some do not have, some are female, some are male, some are religious, and some are not. That depends upon the person to person, that what they acquire, what type of different features, characteristics do they have. Okay, students, then let's move to the second question. Then, what diversity do you find in your own school? This is a very interesting question, students, that in our school also we can find a lot of diversity. So what can it be? In the school, children are of different ages. Yes, as we know that the students from class nursery to 10th standard, they are studying, and they belong to, they possess different ages. Then students, and come from different families and have different religions, values, regions, etc. It means some people may belong to Odia family, some people to Telugu, some people to Marathi, some people to Chhattisgarhi. So it depends upon person to person. Then, what about their income status? Then what type of family, what type of standard of living they do possess. Then values, regions means places, students. Okay. Then the third one. Third question is, diversity is a blessing for us. Do you agree with this statement? Give reasons. So this is a statement, we have to justify it. Is it correct or not? Okay. Then how it is a blessing for us in a country like ours? Diversity is a blessing for us because it shows we do many things that are similar. Only them, many things similar. Only we do them in different ways. Okay. Then what we eat, we have our different food habits. We have our staple diet. There are different staple diet, but it differs from the people residing in different parts of the country. What we eat is different from the different parts of the country. Then it brings variety to our lives. Yes, it's true. It brings variety to our lives. Okay. Then we'll move to the question number 4. What is question number 4, students? How do you explain religious diversity? Students, as I have told you that many types of diversities can be seen in a country like ours. So, how do you explain religious diversity? So, what can be the answer? Let us see. People made home in new places and they try to preserve their heritage, but also they begin to change a little. So it's when our ancestors were present, what their culture, what their heritage they possessed, what were their traditions, what were their customs, that is what we are following now. We are following the culture and heritage of our ancestors. So people may reside in different places, but their religion doesn't change. So okay, students, then so their language, food, then dressing style, taste of music, etc., became a mix of old and new. Yes, it's true that what they have earlier, what they have learned, that and what we are now. So that is a mixture of old and new. Okay then. This intermixing of cultures resulted in something new and different. So these differences made an intermixing of a culture old and new. We are sometimes we follow the some old cultural habits and sometimes the modern one. So we can say we are a mixture of intermix of different cultures. Diversity was present in all these stages of development. This intermixing with new people gave rise to new religions and languages. Students, remember one thing. Suppose we can take the example of Nopra and Kriyaru. What happens? Our town is situated in the border of Odisha and Chhattisgarh. So, as you know that Chhattisgarhi people also stay near our town or in our town also. So, we all knew about them. We also adopt some of their cultures, and they also adopt some of our cultures. So, this is called the intermixing of both different cultures and religions into one. Diversity was present in all the stages of development. This intermixing with new people gave rise to new religions and languages. Students, in the chapter of religions, or we all know that there are majorly four religions. Apart from them, let me say the name of religions like Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism. Apart from them, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism. These are the types of religions prevailing in our country. People were free to select the language and religion they wanted to adopt. Yes, people are free to adopt any religion and any language they wanted to adopt. Nobody is bound to, forced to do, and nobody is suppressed to do that. You are bound to follow any particular religion. This led to diversity in religions and languages. So, therefore, the religions and diversity were complement to each other, and people follow different religions and languages. Students, then students, now we'll move to the fifth question, that is, do you agree with the statement that diversity strengthens society? Students, as I have told you that diversity means differences, how the diversity in our society strengthens us. So the answer is diversity strengthens society. People in a society are different from one another. Yes, it's true, students. In a particular society, if we will take the example, people from different communities, different religions, and different income group, they are residing in a single society. So their diversity can be seen. Then some of them are rich and some are poor. Yes, it's true. Some may be rich, some may be poor. They speak different languages and practice different religions. Yes, it may be true. There may be some Odia people, Telugu people, Chhattisgarhi people. So they also follow different religions. Their tastes, interests, and hobbies are different. Yes, the taste, hobbies, they may differ from. Students, there's a saying in English that personality changes from person to person. Therefore, no two persons can be same. Then, such diversities are prevalent in every society. Yes, we can see different type of diversities, differences in every society. It leads to an intermingling of people and many ways of life, and hence the unity in diversity is seen. So, apart from they belong to different communities, different religions, they speak different languages, but when they intermingle with each other, they become one. Therefore, it is quite rightly said that India is a country having unity in diversity. Okay, students. Then next, we'll move to question number 6. The last one in the answer the following section. Explain the effects of diversity. So, what are the different effects? I can say the influences of diversity. Diversity enriches lives. Enriches means to improve. Okay, students. How it can improve the lives of the people. People live in diverse conditions with different languages, clothes, places, etc. When people belong to different communities, different religions, they also wear different types of clothes. They also adopt different type of languages. In fact, they have never been the same. Indians have changed over the centuries. Yes, it's true. Indians have changed over the centuries. They also borrowed, changed, or adapted the ideas to develop something new. This ability improves the quality of their life in many fields. Sometimes diversity also improves the lives of different people. Okay? Then, thus, our way of life became unique and the only one of its kind in the world. Students, you know that in India, it is rightly said that unity and diversity and thousands of languages are spoken. Millions of people are staying here. So in every 10 kilometers you travel, you can find difference in culture, their customs, their traditions. People speak different languages. Dialects changes. Students, dialects means boli. Like Chhattisgarhi is a boli, Sambalpuri is a boli. Okay, they change from every 10 kilometers. Then this is what somewhat the effects of diversity. So it becomes very unique, and our way of life also become very unique. And people from across the globe, they also praise us for all these activities. Now we'll move to the question, next section, that is the filling the blank section. The first one, the dash go to the choir temple to offer prayers. Students, we can say the Parsis, the people are known as Parsis. They go to the fire temple to offer prayers, but their religion is Zoroastrians. So the right answer here will be Zoroastrians. Zoroastrian. Okay. Then we'll move to the second one. That there are dash recognized. There are dash regional languages recognized by the Constitution of India. So the answer will be 22. Okay. Then dash offer the prayers in the mosque. Its answer is Muslims. Students, here the people are called Muslims, but their religion is Islam. In the previous answer, question and answer section, in the question number 6, here I have told you that diversity, there is a line called diversity enriches our lives. This is what given in your fill in the blank section. Then next one is the last one. Dash presents a unique picture of diversity. That is called India. Okay. So this was the fill in the blank section. Students, then we will move to the now we will move to the take the correct answer. This is option C. Students, look here. All Indians are one in spite of their religion. Okay, students. This was the first option. Then next one is festivals of Meghalaya are. Here 4 options are given. First one is Sartsuk Mycenum, then Pongal, then Mangala, and the fourth one is Badan Climb. So here the answer is not just one. Apart from Pongal, all the 3 festivals are festivals of Meghalaya, but they belong to different communities, that the tribes, I can say Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. So these 3 festivals are the festivals of Meghalaya. Okay. Then the third one, the most important form of Tamil painting is, here Tanjore is the right answer. We have already studied, students, Tanjore is the right answer. Okay. Then we will move to the option D, the last one. Option D is explain how the slogan unity in diversity describes India. Describes India. Okay. And we'll discuss it, students, that how the slogan, as I've told you that this is the most appropriate dialogue, I can say, the slogan to describe our country, India. The people of India rush to offer help to those in distress in the time of natural or man-made calamity. Yes, it's true. People of our country are very helpful. They always help the people in times of their need. When India was enslaved by the British Indian people or the East India Company, irrespective of their caste, color and creed, they fought bravely against this domination. Friends, our country got independent in the year 1947. So before that, there was a long struggle to get freedom. The British people, the East India Company, they all dominated for our country. They ruled in India for more than 200 years. So at that time they came as one. They united together and they fought for the independence. Old men came forward and women rushed to the forefront to fight against the British. Even the old men and the women, they come to the forefront to fight against the British and to gain independence. Although they came from different cultural, religion and religious background, Indians went to jail together and also planned their actions together to get rid of the Britishers. So they may belong to different religion, they may belong to different region, they come together. They went to the jail also, and in the jail itself, they decided to do some action and to get rid of the Britishers. They made some different plans on how to get rid of the Britishers. Then the leadership of our freedom movement provides a good example of unity in diversity. Yes, the leadership quality of different people, they led to the freedom of our country, and in different that was a good example of unity in diversity. Different leaders, freedom fighters like Bhagat Singh, Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru, they all belong to different community, different um, religion, but we mm, uh, we thought that they all have done what our independence is now. They have done the same thing what other people like Maulana Abdul Kalam, and there were different people, there are different freedom fighters. They belong to different region, different religion, but they came together to fight for our country. Then the thought of making India free from the clutches of British was first and foremost in their mind. So this is a story about our before independence. The first thinking was that how to get rid of these Britishers, how to fight against them. Thus, this diversity has proved to be a source of strength for the nation. Thus, this diversity from the 100 to 150 years back, that diversity from that era led to the strength of our country. From that onwards, we can know that how diversity affected our country in a bigger manner. Okay. So that was the major source of unity and diversity, and from that only our culture has spread. And now in our blood we can see the brotherhood for the people of our country. Students, this was the first chapter of the section civics, and I hope you would have understood the chapter. This was the question and answer section. Tomorrow, on the next day we will meet and we will discuss a new chapter. Okay, students. Now, I am bidding goodbye to all of you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.